Somebody had asked me to do a video on playing a funky harmonica, or how to play funky harmonica. So I thought about that for a minute, and I thought, well, what is funky harmonica? Well, it's harmonica that weighs heavily on the rhythm, or any type of music that lays heavily on a beat. Boom, chicka-da, chicka-doom, da, chicka-doom, da, chicka-doom, da. That beat happens to be the downbeat. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. At least in the case of what I was just playing. Okay, so that's one element of funk. Funk, like swing, not swimming, like swing, also has to do with the time. Okay, and put the pushing and the pulling. The best description I ever heard of swing is the elasticity of time. That means that you're pushing and you're pulling. You're starting and stopping before the actual beat itself. But the main element, I think, to playing funk, at least as far as I'm concerned, especially solo, like I was just doing, is repetition. You got to have a beat or a focused group of notes that you're repeating. Now, I was just completely improvising earlier. That was my first take on playing funk, and I just turned the camera on and just said, I'm going to play some funk, and boom, that's what happened. So, but the one thing I had in my head was that I was trying to accomplish a simple repetition. Now, that doesn't mean that I had to play the same lick every single time the same way, but it did mean that I had to kind of call and respond and keep it very simple. Do it again. Okay, so just a simple little riff like that can go a long way. And then you can take a couple of little things and put it in. Now, one of the funkiest guys I ever heard, and most of you YouTubers are familiar with him, is Adam Gusso. And he played a lot of funky music behind Satan, behind Mr. Satan. And some of them riffs I want to play for you. For example, let me see if I can remember them. Now I'm mixing that one up. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Oh yeah, it's like. Nah, what was it? There it is. So it's a. Okay, now you getting that? I'm just playing like the Muddy Waters lick. Okay. 2 draw, 3 draw, bend a half step, 4 blow, 2 draw, and then I'm tongue blocking the 3 and 6 split and the 2 and 5 split, right down to the minor third or the 3 draw bend, and then 2 draw. Okay, now one of the things Adam doesn't remember or denies is the use of no vibrato with some of this funky playing. I kind of dig that. I try to remember that when I'm doing it. So. Instead of. I think it sort of distracts from the rhythm. Even if you get the vibrato in tune with the rhythm, I think it's much more effective. Okay, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm saying that goes in the same overall theme with just keep it as simple as you can, in terms of the whole riff and the whole beat. So anyway, funk is, it's a feeling. Okay, so that's one of the things you can do. The other thing you can do is little quick pickup notes. Now that would be an example of how you can get a little bit funky on a straight shuffle. Like when I'm playing a boogie woogie, instead of going... Now if I'm playing it at that tempo, I might play it. Okay, so just William Clark did a lot of really, really funky stuff over some grooves that were not necessarily considered funky. Junior Wells, too, man. Very, very, very funky player. You just keep it real simple, real straight ahead. Pick a figure and go with it. Doesn't matter how simple it is. Any little figure will work, but it's all in the time. And remember, keep your foot going. And it helps to be inspired by the notes you're playing, so you might want to pick just initially some very funk related notes like the flat 7 or the true draw bend and the 3 draw bend to half step. And then, all your other notes will work in there. All those guys, and have fun and rock it.